But let me tell you about the overall winners. They're also posted. Those are the Stupidest Cupid and the Realistic Romance Grand Prize. This year, I did something a little different from past years. I gave the Stupidest Cupid award to 3 portrayals, making a 3-way tie. And I also made a corresponding 3-way tie for the Realistic Romance Grand Prize. I hope the additional examples you get from these multiple overall awards will help you more easily and more fully discover how to identify the dysfunctional Stupid Cupid portrayals that you should be seriously concerned about, as well as the far better role models in the realistic romance portrayals. And as I mentioned, it's also best to consider them in terms of their counterparts. Therefore, I'm going to announce to you these 6 overall awards in 3 pairings. A Stupid Cupid recipient with a Realistic Romance Grand Prize winner. So, for the first set, we have A Man You Have to Hate versus A Man You Have to Love. The Stupidest Cupid goes to The Ugly Truth. It is ugly, but there's not a lot of truth because it's all about being a total phony. And it promotes all 12 myths of my quiz. It stars Katherine Heigl as a desperately looking for love woman who's incredibly annoying, and Gerard Butler as the advice man you have to hate. Oh, until the last few frames of the film, when everything's so totally wrong about this bickering and fighting couple whose degrees are 180 degrees apart, but suddenly that's made to seem totally right. The corresponding Realistic Romance Grand Prize honors a lovely film, I Love You Man, starring Paul Rudd, the man you just gotta love, and Rashada Jones. They're a healthy, well-matched, engaged couple who communicate courageously, that's prescription number 3, treat each other courteously, prescription 8, and focus on the value of not making your partner fill all your wants and needs, that's prescription 10. It's charming and touching and very funny, and Jason Segel adds a lovely little touch of bromance. Now, in the second set of overall recipients, which I've subtitled All About Death versus All About Life, the overall Stupidest Cupid goes to what might be the unhealthiest couple, and the Realistic Romance Prize goes to what might be the best. Sickest first, the Twilight Saga New Moon, with the worst role model for its legions of teen fans. We do remember fan is short for fanatic. Taking a page from Romeo and Juliet, boring Bella decides that even suicide is a great option if it can only reunite her with her vampire lover, Edward. And in this second installment of this dopey but dangerous series, and I say dangerous because it's not campy, it takes itself very seriously. She even needs a second half-human male protector in Edward's competitor, Jason. Fortunately, in contrast to this deathly drama, the healthiest is all about life. In Away We Go, with The Office's John Krasinski and Maya Rudolph of Saturday Night Live, a devoted couple is making a thoughtful decision about where to raise the new life they've created, the first child they're expecting. Throughout this film, which is also funny and filled with examples of good coupleship the media rarely present, these two communicate courageously and courteously. They share values and they share the power in the relationship, and they focus on the beauty of the inner person rather than the externals, the appearances. Well, the third and final set of overall winners is what I call the bad Sandra and the good Sandra Bullock. The overall Stupidest Cupid goes to The Proposal, a film in which Sandra Bullock stars along with Ryan Reynolds. And the corresponding Realistic Romance Grand Prize goes, ironically, to another Sandra Bullock movie, The Blind Side, hence the good and bad Sandra. Here's why. In The Proposal, Sandra's a mean-spirited top editor who is loathed by everyone, including her male assistant, Ryan, who's the nice guy. Now, this is also a gender reversal of the Beauty and the Beast myth, which is my myth number 7 in the quiz. They have totally different values, that's myth number 9. They fight constantly, myth number 8. But at the very, very, very end, she comes to see that it's his way or the highway, literally as well as figuratively, because she's a Canadian about to be deported if she doesn't marry him. And they suddenly realize they love each other and complete each other, that's myth number 10 again, as if they know what love even means. Real love is demonstrated in many ways throughout The Blind Side, the third realistic romance prize in that three-way tie. Sandra's character in this film models many of the prescriptions with her husband, including the importance of courageous communication and shared values. And the best part is, it's not just based on a true story, like every movie or TV feature these days. It's a dramatization of a well-known true story. Well, there's more about these overall award recipients in the listings on the awards link on my website. And the 12 individual Stupid Cupid Awards and 12 individual Realistic Romance Awards are also all listed and described there. I hope you'll visit realisticromance.com to see all of this year's award winners and learn which is the healthy portrayal, Paul Blart Mall Cop, or the very similar but also very different Observe and Report. See where Disney's The Princess and the Frog fits. Be shocked, as I was, by a lecture from Hugh Hefner saying men should not objectify women. Am I dreaming? What movie was that in? Find out if there's a couple that can match Jim and Pam of TV's The Office. Discover which Grammy-winning song actually offers a good model. And compare good and bad sci-fi couples like The Time Traveler's Wife, Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, Angels and Demons, and A Grown-Up Alice in Wonderland, and many more of the media's most popular offerings, again, both good and bad. I also hope you'll nominate your choices for next year's awards. Ballots will be on my website, realisticromance.com, in November. And most of all, I hope you'll apply critical thinking to your media usage. And I hope you will get real about romance. I'm Dr. Mary Lou Galician, your realistic romance guru, wishing you a happy Valentine's Day every day.